So you want to learn how to pick up girls, and you've probably been watching videos about this for months, maybe even years. You clicked on this video so you can get some more theory, some more strategy, another technique that's gonna make girls just swoon over you when you start talking to them. That's not what you're going to get, because that's not what you need. Theory is overloading your brain and making you paralyzed. That's why on my channel, I constantly reinforce that you need to be going out. But you still probably aren't, because it's hard, because there's emotional resistance to the idea of actually going out and approaching. You might get rejected, you might get shamed, you might get whatever, right? There's all these things that might happen. You might struggle. I was there too, and let me tell you, when I was 16, I watched all the theory videos. I read all the books. I spent thousands of hours consuming content. And you know what it got me? When I was 19, I went on a date with a girl that I really liked. She came back to my place. She started massaging my body all over. But I was so overwhelmed with theory that when she was on top of me, I told myself, well, if she kisses me, then she likes me. That's the necessary step in the equation to be able to get her. She must kiss me first. I was so overloaded with theory that I was acting like a complete bitch. What ended up happening is she massaged me for a while, she got bored, and then she said, well, this isn't what I was expecting, and walked away. And I never saw her again. And in that time, I was 19, I still hadn't hooked up with a single girl, even though the opportunities were there, not a single one, because I spent all my time consuming theory. If you want to actually get good at picking up women, you want to get actual dates, actual results, theory is not the answer. Theory is a supplement. It's like protein or creatine. If you're taking the proper steps in the first place, it can help you learn faster. But if you're just taking creatine without working out, you're going to get bloated. It's not going to do anything for you. And it's the same thing with theory. I know it feels like you're learning when you watch TripAdvice talk about the 5 spooky things that girls like that you would never guess or whatever. I know it feels good, like you're learning, you're downloading new information, you're making progress. You need to cut that out of your mind. Just learning a new concept is not progress. Progress is going out into the world, into the field, talking to girls, and getting either rejected or getting results. That is progress. Without that, there is no progress. If you're not asking out new women, you are not making progress. Stop lying to yourself. Stop convincing yourself that theory is progress on its own. It's not. It is mental masturbation if that's all you're doing. So, if you want to get good at pickup fast, I'm not going to give you a bunch of theory. I'm going to give you an actual strategy that you can implement. And the answer is very simple. Take a 30-day challenge. A 30-day challenge is when you go out every single day for 30 days straight. It can be as simple as just going out for 30 minutes every day and writing a field report to learn from what happened. 30 minutes a day, write a field report. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not something extremely complicated, extremely convoluted. You can keep it simple. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, well, 30 minutes every day, that sounds like a lot. I don't have time for it. Well, you know what you do have time for? Porn. You probably watch porn a good 20 minutes a day anyway. Cut that out and replace it with pickups. Stop choking the chicken and start going out and meeting real women. Already, that freed up almost enough time to go out and approach women by itself. For some of you addicts out there, that is enough time by itself. Jordan Peterson actually did some research with his psychology students. He would get them to track the time they spent during the week and how much of it was wasted, how much of it was doing things that they didn't really need to do, things like TV, Instagram, playing video games. And he found that it was over 20 hours per week on average. For a lot of his students, it was over 30 hours, and it was very rare for it to be under 20 hours wasted. 20 hours playing video games, watching TV. And I know we think those things are relaxing, but research has found that passively consuming content makes us stressed and depressed more than it relaxes us. In fact, we feel our best when we're socializing. That's when we feel good. So this argument that I know you're about to come up with that, oh, well, I need to play all those video games to relax, they're not as relaxing as you think they are. They bring temporary comfort, but then make you feel worse in the long run. And I'm not saying you have to quit all TV, you have to quit all video games. But all you have to do is take it from 20 hours a week to 10 hours per week. And now you have 10 hours that you can go out and socialize per week. That's all you have to do. And even if you're extremely busy, there is time to go out and socialize. You just have to cut out some time from things that are less important, that are less valuable. At one point in my life, I was working 40 hours a week. I was taking 21 credits in college, which was the maximum you're allowed to take. And I was also going to the gym several times a week, and I managed to go out to talk to girls 4 times per week for at least a couple hours each time. I found the time. I just gave up other things that were less important. I realized that dating, socializing, that is one of the most important things in your life. It's not the number one most important thing, but it's one of them. It is always going to be one of the core components of having a good life. I was willing to give up playing Halo for 8 hours a day. I was willing to give up rewatching How I Met Your Mother for the 24th time. I was willing to do that to get results. So if you're serious about getting results, take on a 30-day challenge. All you have to do, go out 30 minutes every day, write a field report every day. That's it. You don't have to go out 3 hours every day to a club. You can go to a mall for 30 minutes, to a park for 30 minutes. It can be something as simple as that. You're just keeping the momentum going. There's something very powerful about going out every single day. You get this social momentum that makes it easier and easier, and you become increasingly confident every single day. Halfway through the challenge, you'll find yourself looking forward to approaching women. You won't even have to think about it anymore. You'll just want to approach. Your mindset and emotions will completely shift. Right now, they're fighting you. Right now, they're holding you back. But if you take on this challenge, by the end of it, they will be on your side. They will help you succeed. I've taken several 30-day challenges myself, and each time I made more progress in those 30 days than the previous 6 months combined. I'm not exaggerating. The last time I did a 30-day challenge was the first time I was consistently pulling girls that my friends were like, wow, she's hot. My friends would actually get jealous of how attractive the girls I was hooking up with were because they were, 9s and 10s. They looked like models. That was happening consistently, whereas I was never able to do that before because taking a 30-day challenge levels you up at an exponential rate. I cannot exaggerate how powerful it is. And if you're really serious about getting an abundant dating life, about having the opportunity to date the kind of women that you currently think are out of your league, if you really don't want to settle, then just do it. Don't make excuses. Don't rationalize. Just commit. I'm going to do at least one 30-day challenge. Then after that, you can evaluate if you want to keep going or if you want to, settle for some 4 that you met on Tinder, whatever, right? You're allowed to reevaluate, but just commit. I'm going to finish a 30-day challenge once. If you want to increase your chances of success, make a commitment that if you fail, you start back from day 1. You're allowed to fail, but if you do, you have to start back from day 1 until you finish. You are not allowed to give up or quit or try something else until you get past day 30. You can fail 1,000 times, but you are not allowed to give up. Do not give yourself that option. If you fail, you start over until you get to day 30. And having that mindset that there is no alternative, there is no option of giving up, once you do that, that is when you will succeed. If you are genuinely serious about completing this challenge, then what I recommend you do is click the link below to get my course God Mode because it has all the details and strategy for making sure that you complete the challenge. It has field report templates to help you write your field reports and stay consistent with that. It has multiple strategies for making sure that you stay motivated throughout the 30 days so that you don't give up. The 30-day challenge section of the course will give you everything you need to finally break out of this analysis paralysis that you've probably been in for multiple years. And if you join the version of the course with the Inner Circle, which is my mastermind group that's on the far right of the page, then you will also get access to a community that will hold you accountable because we have weekly calls in which we make sure that you're going out every day and answer any questions you might have. I will personally answer your questions and help make sure that if you're having some problem with the initial approach always going badly, like girls just diss you right off the beginning or whatever, I'll be able to give you strategies to help with that. So it helps guide you along the way and make the process more efficient. So if you're really serious about doing a 30-day challenge and getting the best results possible, make sure to click the link below. Being a part of the inner circle also surrounds you with people who are succeeding, with people who are making progress. One member of the group pulled 5 girls in 10 days a couple weeks ago. And every week there are multiple guys who are bringing girls home, telling their stories, sharing how they did it, how they're making progress, how they went from someone who wasn't pulling at all to someone who's consistently getting results from pickup. And being around that, being around people who are taking this seriously and getting results is going to build you up too. We all know the saying that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, by default, in terms of pickup, it's people who fucking suck. It's people who are terrible. That's the truth, right? It's people who are getting no results and actively, if anything, are actively going to drag you down and hold you back. If you're with your friends and you see a cute girl that you want to approach and you're like, hey, I think I should talk to her, they're going to say, no, that's creepy. Why would you do that? That's what most guys are. This group is the opposite. It's not a general free internet forum with low quality discussion with people who are complaining and making excuses. I actually kick people out if they're not taking action and not making progress. This is a group for people who are serious about getting results. So if you want to take on the 30-day challenge and make sure that you have the highest possible chance of succeeding, then join that group. But even if you're not willing to do that, I highly recommend that you commit to taking a 30-day challenge. It is the fastest way to get good at picking up girls. I've coached hundreds of guys. I've been doing this for many years. I've seen all the different patterns of what works and what doesn't. And the fastest track to success is taking a 30-day challenge and going out every single day for a period of time. That is how you have a breakthrough and finally get out of the phase where you're dabbling, where you're dipping your feet in the water. If you try this and you follow through with it, you stick to it, I guarantee you will be shocked at the results that you end up getting. And if you have some BS excuse as to why you can't do this, then let me know in the comment section below and I will thoroughly dismantle your arguments for your own good. So make sure, oh, I'm too busy, blah, blah. Just put that in the comment section below and I'll tell you why that isn't true. And if you enjoyed this video, or even if it offended you and you actively disliked it and it made you uncomfortable, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because the fact that it's challenging you, that's how you know it has value. The fact that it doesn't make you comfortable is how you know it's good for you. The channels that make you feel totally at ease, like, oh, those are not actually helping you. Those are hurting you. They are bringing you comfort, but comfort and growth are opposites. So even if you didn't like this video, but you thought, that's interesting, I don't like it, but he might be onto something, but also maybe fuck him and he sucks, then subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, makes no difference, just engage with the video.